Okay, everybody, thank you very much for having me today. My name's Jim Wirt with ILS Technology. Going to talk to you a little bit about our device-wise M2M application platform, what we consider to be the industrial-grade M2M platform in the business. So a lot of people always start out by asking what we're about. And it's always easiest to talk with some pictures. So in the field, regardless of industry, there are things in the field, whether it be oil wells, whether it be power, whether it be wind farms, whether it be trucks. It exists across many different verticals. People need to consume this data, whether it be execs, whether it be support staff, whether it be consumers. This data is needed by everybody. These people use systems to get this data, whether it be a simple dashboard, whether it be their CRM system, whether it be some big data initiative they have. And where ILS fits is ILS is really the glue that helps get data from the devices that people deploy in the field into these business systems so that it can be valuable for users. So again, I think pretty much everybody in the industry has adopted the moniker of any device to any application, anytime, anywhere, anyhow, I don't know how many other any's I can do today, but there's a lot of any's in there. Any amount of security, any amount of scalability. So this is something that's core to all of the horizontal platforms that exist today. So we wouldn't be where we are without an ecosystem of customers and partners. So whether it be technology partners who provide device technology, whether it be our network partners who provide connectivity, our SIs who really help build all the solutions that we deploy out in the space, and our customers who what really makes our existence possible. So what are some of the key value propositions of the ILS platform? One of them is we can span a great diversity of customers because we can span from the DIY guys who say, give me some APIs and some tools and I'll build it myself, up to the guys who say, I need some help. I need you to go and deliver me a turnkey solution. And so to solve those two problems, we can do that with an open architecture. We have a lot of documentation, a lot of examples to make it easy for the DIY guys. At the same time, for those who need a turnkey solution, we have a network of SIs who we work very closely with to go and help customers get the solution they need, when they need it, and built to the quality they want. This is also about being able to configure these applications with the tools that you're most comfortable with. So for a number of our users, they don't have huge development organizations. They're not looking for a tool set that requires a bunch of Java programmers or a bunch of C programmers. They need something a little bit more managed. So we have a managed development environment where entire solutions can be built without writing a line of code. And this is extremely important to how we really go about our business. That being said, we also work with a lot of customers who need just that extra little bit of customization in their applications. And for these guys, we have a robust set of libraries. So this comes back to, again, the same theme of DIY versus more of a managed solution. We're a major proponent of TIA's TR50 specification for machine-to-machine communications. It's all about providing tools in multiple languages, multiple platforms, and of course supporting that with a comprehensive developer program. So when we talk about no programming and having tools, one of the big tools, and I'll show it to you very, very briefly today, is a tool we call our Workbench. Entire applications can be created. The workflow can be created that both runs at the edge, in the cloud, and in the enterprise, interfacing to customer data with a visual builder that allows you to simply create flowcharts to link the data from how it comes in, all the pre-processing, storage, and ultimately transiting that data all the way to an enterprise application. This is really our rapid accelerator for the guys who don't have that on-staff group of developers. As I mentioned, we're all about standards. So we very actively promote TR50. We also have been helping shepherd that through the 1M2M process for inclusion in the 1M2M global standardization process. I will happily talk to anybody who wants to about standards in another venue. For us, one of our other big differentiators. There are a lot of guys out there who are trying to provide their own form of big data, their own form of storing the customer data. Our message is about integration with our customers' BI systems. And to do that, we've had to develop a very robust set of interfaces for talking with customers' IT systems. So whether it be something as simple as a SQL database, whether it be a enterprise messaging bus, whether it be a SAP system, whether it be a simple web service, we can do a lot of that integration from that same Workbench tool, allowing customers to get the data from their device and get it directly into those IT systems without having to do any coding. And this has been very big for the philosophy that we apply to M2M. I'm going to walk you through a couple of quick customer examples, and I'm going to show you some demos. So, one, Caterpillar. Caterpillar uses our DeviceWise M2M platform in a number of the factories around the U.S. So we're not in the vehicle, in the piece of equipment. We're in the factories building the equipment, collecting all the data from all the machines around the plant floor, collating it, and then feeding it onto their business systems, helping them with the quality improvement in their factories. Emerson Network Power, they use our cloud service to go and monitor their UPS systems deployed around the world. So they collapsed out wireline, wireless, DSL, VPN, all sorts of different connectivity solutions into one solution, bringing it in so that they can have a unified view to be able to remotely access this equipment. Mitsubishi Electric, the number one controls vendor in Japan, they have embedded our agent technology right into the communications controllers on their PLCs, or programmable logic controllers. So if you buy an industrial controller from Mitsubishi Electric, it comes with M2M built in. So this is a key part of their solution portfolio and building out their ability to drive cloud offerings. And I don't have the site in here, but we've done the same thing with Siemens as well. Praxair, industrial gas provider. So here we work with them on the billing side. So we help them deploy monitoring stations along their pipelines to monitor the gas flow of the different base gases that they ship around their various function areas, bring it back into a central billing system that happens to be an Oracle-based billing system so that they can go and cut the right checks every month. Acclaim, this is one I'll be able to show you a little bit. They're in the demand response business in Houston, Texas. So they go and they collect data. They have sites deployed, or devices, I should say, deployed into about 35 wastewater plants and buildings around Houston. And they have the ability to switch those sites between the utility power and the on-site backup generator. And for that, they get a check every year from the utilities, and they share that revenue with the site owner and operators. RTI, a great one. If you ever need to know which McDonald's has the cleanest deep fryer oil, we can tell you. And so this is a very innovative one. It started as a simple tank monitoring application. This isn't supplying McDonald's and supplying Burger King. This is we supply the company who supplies the oil to those companies. So when they need to know when the tank is down below a certain threshold to dispatch a new truck, that's M2M 1.0. But they've now gone a step further. Now they've instrumented the deep fryers, and they go and make sure that their customer is running the filters that are built into these deep fryers enough so that the oil lasts as long as possible before it's replaced. They take that data and then they license that back to the franchise. So they're getting that from the franchises. They're sending that back to corporate. So McDonald's corporate now can do quality assurance and make sure that the stores avoid having the fishy tasting French fries. So this is all about helping customers build better solutions across a wide variety of applications. And then the last one is InventureTrack. So InventureTrack's a company, they do container tracking. Their unique value prop and how they pitch it is that they do small, very low-cost asset tracking devices with 10-year batteries. So they have some of our IP on their tracking units. It communicates with our cloud. And from there, we then have a dashboard application that allows their customers to log in and track and see where their various containers are around the world. And this is another one I'll be showing you. So I'm going to flip over and show you a couple of quick demos. So first of all, like everybody, we have something we call our management portal. This is where customers log in. They can see all their connected devices, manage the data plans. We have integration with Jasper and Enphase and a number of the other core and a number of the other CDPs out there. We allow you to manage your devices in a unified view, no matter what the device is. So one of our great things is, as one of the independent or hardware agnostic platform providers, what we have here, I have devices from CalAmp, Advantech. I have a couple of PCs. I have a Contron Smart Services Gateway in here. I have a device from Lanner. I have one of our Mitsubishi devices. I have a bunch of Multitech devices. I have some Netcom devices, all managed through one unified interface. I can deploy new versions of our firmware across all those different devices with one click. And so this is some of what we do to help the larger customers who may not be able to find that one vendor who supplies all their different technology. We can help them provide a cohesive solution across their needs. And the nice thing is this is a platform that can easily be skinned for different vendors. So depending on who's looking at it, what region it's in, the platform can be skinned depending on need. So if we look at a couple of applications, I mentioned Inventure Track as one of them, so asset tracking. There's not a lot to it. It's a little device, it's got GPS on it, it's got a temperature sensor, but the nice thing is I'm able to go if I find one of the demo units that I actually tested today. Oh, always bad when you time out. So if we go and take a look at this device, we're able to see its location. We're able to see a temperature history where it was. It's apparently sitting in an area where I don't really want to be if it's 103 degrees. We're able to view the location history, where it is, where it's been. So all the classic things that go into an asset tracking application. And this application was built very quickly on top of our platform. So this application is part of a base that we provide to our customers to help them rapidly deploy solutions in this space. Another one that I mentioned, Acclaim Energy. So this is 34 sites around the Houston area that represent somewhere between, I think right now it's between 2 and 3 megawatts of power that can be turned off with and switched between the utility and their generators with basically a click of a button and a password in our portal. The good news is nobody at ILS has that password, so we are very safe in that. But it also shows an example of why security is so important in this industry. So, but this is another example of a completely different use case, completely different application, same tools that help go together to really build out customer solutions. So and then the last one I want to show is one we did in conjunction with a carrier. So AT&T commissioned us to help them build out a solution that they're looking to bring to market. So they're looking at how AT&T, a carrier, can potentially get into something like the demand response space and actually provide a service to their customers built off of a similar model to the Acclaim one, but on a much grander scale. So the use cases and the tools that are here are highly reusable, highly applicable in many industries. So everybody asks me, how do people get started with our platform? For us, it's all about a developer community. We absolutely have support engineers and people who are willing to help, but we do build this as a platform that people can sign up and start working, and hopefully don't need to contact us for the first few days while they're playing and getting to know it. And that's my content. So do we have any questions?
So Jim, you have a management portal, so that's for the devices, and then you have a quote dashboard as well, right? So the difference, I believe the dashboard gives you sort of a quick view of the data, or
yeah, so the question was, we have a management portal, and then the question is do we also have a dashboard? And so yes, think of our management portal as the control panel in the system. It's what the 10 guys in the ops center use to go and manage the infrastructure. The dashboarding tools, we have several in our portfolio, and we partner with a number of companies to go and extend that capability, is really the tools that can be used to build either the end customer visualizations or the what I'll call internal engineering use for being able to browse the data or do the queries on it.
Okay. Did I miss ROIs? Just out of curiosity, any return on investment information?
We're still short on a lot of the detailed metrics there.
Okay.
Lots.
Okay, lots.
Yeah.
A James Brown on a sludge.
You mentioned developers. How big a community do you have?
Right now, I mean, it depends. It depends on how you count them. If you count total people in the system, it's several hundred. If you count active people, it's probably around 50 to 100. You know, depends. We're starting to build up a little bit of the stable of the hacker community, the people who just want to play around and connect a lot of stuff, which is actually very good because it's stuff that we can't justify monetizing, but they spend a lot of time there.